Yes, as we get closer to this end of this challenge, the more excited I am getting. I'm on the last stretch, the home front. 15 more days, pretty much 16 more days ish. This is day 59. Day 59 of a 75 hard challenge. 59 live stream. I'm LT. This channel is Recovering Addict. Recovering Addict started a few years ago, right before the pandemic, and is now turned into a nonprofit where we actually have a local program here in Utah, a local relapse prevention program where we work on our biopsychosocial to heal those things, to become the best us we can be through working out, activities, and self-discovery. And that's what we want to talk about, self-discovery. That's what these challenges are about. That's what it is about, building better habits. There's a little clip we're going to look at today on the live stream, or on a little podcast thingy that Jordan Peterson's on. They kind of asked the question about how well do you actually even know yourself, because this is a path of self-discovery that we are on post-addiction. You get through the 90-day program, you do whatever you got to do to get clean, and now you're on a path of self-discovery, right? You're cleaning up messes. You're trying to heal the damage you've done to your body, the damage you've done to your mind, the damage you've done to relationships. And so now we need to figure out who the heck we are and what we were really like. And then we're going to look at 22 things, 22 ways to love yourself. We're going to do this real quick this morning. I'm glad you all are here. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know where you're at. Where are you from? Where are you at in addiction? What's your clean dates? All that kind of stuff. Jen Ray, love the pink cat. Thank you. Cup Bop. It's a cup of noodles, Korean barbecue. I have a whole collector's edition of these hats. Sometimes it says somewhere like it says just eat. I haven't had Korean barbecue for a long time. Been on a diet. Kids are getting ready. Millie's going to get her braces done today. Felice is home. Whatever. She's getting stuff on her face. Spaces that will turn into braces. She got some teeth. She got my jaw and mom's teeth, or vice versa, one of the two. Good morning, Marilyn. So yeah, how y'all doing this morning? You excited to be alive? You excited to be in recovery? You excited to take the bull by the horns? You chomping at the bit to do better in life? One thing real quick, you got to realize though, this path of self-discovery is a patience game. It's baby steps. Ooh, Jen Ray jumping in with a clean date, July 15th. Ooh, one more month. She's about to celebrate in a month. Very cool. July 15th. Very cool. That's my dad's birthday. Good morning, Marilyn. Very cool. Mine's October 5th, 2019. My technical actual clean date is October 5th, 2019. But I consider myself have gotten better the day that I checked myself into detox, August 18th or something like that. Because then 47 days later, I had to try to prove to myself I don't have a drinking problem by drinking. That makes sense? No. I was stupid. I wasn't working an honest program. I was full of character defects, false pride, arrogance, egotistical. Man, I knew everything, didn't I? Proof that we need to go down this path of self-discovery, which is confrontation, and it's hard and it hurts. You get told stuff you don't want to hear, and then you got to go in the mirror and confront yourself and say, is this true? And 99% of the time it is. And then you got to either deal with it or do what we've always done and run away from it. But you got to be honest in everything, and the person in the mirror is the one you got to be honest with. Jen Ray says, every day I take steps to overcome my fear of failure and rejection. Yeah, that's good. And that's increasing your comfort zone, right? Comfort zone's this big. As soon as you overcome and level up and do something a little bit harder, your comfort zone gets a little bigger. So each time it gets better and easier. Just like this challenge I'm on that I noticed right now from day 1 to day 59 that I'm on now. Getting up and going live. At the first was hard. It was dragging myself here. It was like my mind was looking for excuses to, all right, let's change it to every other day because you're just going to fail anyway. Let's change it to once a week or, anything to lighten the load. And that was the same way with my daily vlogging. Grab my camera, recording stuff, and then coming home every single night and editing. And then when you sit down, you're tired. All you want to do is go to bed, and you start editing, right? Same thing. Body was fighting excuses and don't do it, put it off, maybe just every other day, all that stuff. But now, since I've pressed through and said no to my lame, weak desire to be lazy and not accomplish goals that many times, now the fight isn't even there really anymore. I just get up and do it. It's just automatic. I just sit down and I just start going through it. And that fight has gotten a lot quieter. I've gotten a lot stronger. I've expanded, I've leveled up, I've grown because of it. And on top of that, I've gotten better at quickly doing things. So it's pretty awesome. I want you to check this out real quick. Let's listen to Jordan Peterson for a minute. Let me know if you can't hear the audio.
You can't control yourself very well. You're not very disciplined. You're full of flaws. Maybe you don't know yourself as well as you think. But it's hard to get low enough to understand how deeply it is the case that you are ignorant about who you are. Now, there's an upside to that too, which also is that you're also ignorant about who you could be. And so the discovery of that, is some reward for the horror of determining who you actually are. Then you watch yourself. You watch yourself like you're watching a stranger. You watch what you say and you listen. You think, well, what sort of person would say that? And how am I reacting emotionally when I'm communicating in that manner? Is that making me feel stronger or weaker? Is it filling me with shame? Is it helping my confidence? Am I laying out a lie? Am I deceiving myself and other people? Am I adopting this personality at parties that is designed to impress and to amuse, and it comes across as nothing but like self-centered narcissism? What are my dark fantasies? What are my aggressive fantasies? What is it that I'm willing to do? What am I interested in so that I'll spontaneously pursue it? What do I procrastinate about and why? What am I unwilling to do? What do I think is good? What do I congratulate myself for accomplishing? And what do I berate myself for failing to confront and to implement?
Are these things that you're talking to yourself? Do you talk to yourself like this? Have you gone down this path of self-discovery yet, to where you want to know yourself so well that you're asking yourself these questions and you're watching yourself as if you're watching a stranger, and how you treat yourself, what you say to yourself, and what kind of person you are, what drives you, what's your passion? Think about it. If you haven't, start asking yourself this stuff and start pursuing little things. That's why we do the stuff we do here locally. We try new things, constantly try new things, because you never know what you're going to like unless you try it, right? And so something I do is I hate seafood. Anything that comes out of the ocean, I hate it. It's disgusting to me. Like fish, lobster, sushi, all that stuff. My wife, she loves it. A couple of my kids, they love it. But every year, once a year, I try a little bit of something. Like the other day, we're sitting there and Zylan was eating some crab or something. I can't remember where we were. We were at a Mongolian buffet, and he had crab. And he's like, "This is so good." And I'm like, "It's not, bud. It's disgusting to me. I don't like it." He's like, "You got to try it. It is. It's really good." And I was like, "Okay, this is my one time a year. I try it just to see if my palate's changed." I try new things, okay? And I grab a little piece, spit it out, hate it, still don't like it. But there's some stuff that I try that I haven't done before, and I'm like, man, this is awesome. And then all of a sudden you've kicked yourself down a path of something that you like, and you start pursuing it, and it feels good to do.
Those are all incredibly complicated questions, and you don't know the answers to them. So that's a start. And then in terms of potential, well, you'll discover a little bit more about your potential as you discover who you are, especially the darker parts of yourself, because then you discover your potential for mayhem. There's some real utility in that, a discovery that.
And we know, especially post-addiction, the mayhem and our dark sides, right? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Brandon, welcome. Good to see you, brother. Victor, good to hear you. Good to see you. Good morning, mighty. Encourage you, man of God. Keep walking in Christ Jesus, my strength and victor. Mine too. My only hope. My grace is sufficient and Thank God it is. Amen. So 22 different ways how to love yourself, right? And the first one on the list is to know yourself. It's impossible to love yourself if you don't even know who you are. Invest in discovering what you believe. What do you believe? What do you value? And what do you like? What's your worldview? You know, what do you think about this world? Where did this world come from? Where are we going when we die? What do you know about that, and why do you know about that? What led to those beliefs? What do you value, and what do you like? If you don't know, start investing some time in yourself. At addiction, we've been in the survival mode, chopping everything off, surviving traumatic events, trying to protect and survive. And so we haven't actually taken time to actually come out of our shell from that. And now that we're adults and we're past that, and we have the option to choose our own path now, we can get up and leave. We don't have to put ourselves in any situations. If people are in our lives that are causing drama and chaos all the time around us, you don't have to be a part of that. You can draw a line and say, look, you can act like that, but I'm over here. As soon as you start acting like that, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not going to be a part of it. There are people who suck life and energy from you. There are people who energize you. You can choose which one to be around. You don't have to put yourself in those situations. So get to know yourself, and then to put yourself in positions to find out who you are. Do you like going on long walks, or do you hate it? Do you like hiking, or do you hate it? Do you like to paint? Do you like to collect rocks? You know, do you like to type? You know, try stuff. Do you like taking pictures? I'm starting to figure out stuff that I like, and it's making my life more enjoyable because I'm investing more time in that. You know, the second one on our list is to say no when you need to. Boundaries are an essential form of self-care because they let others know that you deserve and expect respect. You expect respect from people, and you let people know that. LT, can you drop the link for that video? Absolutely. It is called it's called the most eye-opening 60 minutes of your life. Jordan Peterson motivation. Dropping link now. Bam, there you go, Marilyn. If that doesn't work, let me know and I can drop it somewhere else. Say no. Can you do this? No, I can't. I got some me time to take care of. Hey, can you do this on Wednesday? No. I have made it my most important priority 3 days a week to be at whatever, my therapist, my rehab, a hobby that you've set up for yourself, knitting. Say, nope, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, I join this group and we all knit. We're learning how to knit. We make blankets. Nothing's getting in the way of that because it's for my mental health and sanity. You know? You're welcome, Marilyn. You are so welcome. So say no. Set up stuff you want to do in your life that have the no compromises, right? That's what our goals are. Our goals are the things we've set up that we will not compromise on. I'm going to accomplish this today unless some obvious, the 1% time that it happens, a catastrophe happens and you cannot make it happen. And I've proven over the 75-day challenge that I'm on, things have come up and I've still been able to accomplish my goals. So it's usually something huge to actually make you not show up for something that you've committed to. You decide when that excuse outweighs your desire to be there. And then the excuse is for yourself in hopes that the other person is listening and will buy into your BS. But if you commit, you do it no matter what. So find stuff you can do and commit to. And then when other people try to get in and bring you out of doing what you've committed to, and they're innocent, and I'm not saying they're trying to be bad peer pressure or nothing, but just tell them no. Set a boundary. Number 3 is an important one. Don't compare yourself to others. Others aren't better or worse, more or less than you. They're just different. We're all just different. You have value just as you are, and accepting yourself means there is no need for comparison. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is who you were yesterday, not who you are, not who anybody else around you is today. Number 4, be truly present. Our lives are full of distractions. Many of these things are fun and worthwhile, but they can be draining and keep us from truly knowing and being ourselves. That would be a good thing. And maybe we should add some of that to the July list challenge when we go into our July list, is like making a list of the stuff that we waste time and focus on. Where you turn around, you've spent an hour and a half doing something that's just totally wasted your time and pursuit. And the first thing that comes to my mind is like TikTok type stuff, right? And the reason I say TikTok, if you want to get on TikTok and kill some time, it's fine. It's up to you. But I noticed that TikTok has this like hypnotizing, just all of a sudden you get stuck. Everything around you just disappears, and you just, all of a sudden you're 30 minutes into this TikTok swiping, and you don't even really remember anything that you've watched. It's just one chaos after another, after just, frantic noise or frantic videos of just what, and you don't even remember it. And there you go. You've lost 30 minutes of focus on something you could have intentionally been focused on growing. Can I make a private call? I'm not sure. Can you? You can hit me up. You can DM me if you want to. So be present. Wherever you're at, be present. Are you with your family at dinner? Put your phone away. Be present. Are you reading a book and you want to focus for 15 minutes? Go somewhere with no distractions and be present in that. Are you meditating? You just want to hear the sounds around you? Be present. I always think about when I work out, right? We go to the gym from 6 to 7, we work out. And this is me talking to myself. And when I want to just go, I'll leave off 10 pounds off this one. It's like, no, you're here for 30 minutes. You're going to put in some effort for the next 30 minutes. Why not make it worthwhile? You're here. Why would you be here to try to accomplish something like exercise and only go half-heartedly? The big book tells us that too. In our recovery, half measures avail us nothing. If we just do everything half-assed, we got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, it avails us nothing. Number 5, know your strengths. We all have tremendous gifts, but many of them go unnoticed. When you're busy and distracted, it's hard to access the great qualities. Focusing on your strengths will increase your positive feelings. So what are you good at? Focus on it. Do it. 2 things will happen. You like what you're doing, so you're going to enjoy it. And then you're going to feel good because you just completed something you like to do. So that would be like a good task for the first thing in the morning. We always want to set up our morning with a task that's going to propel us positively into the day, right? To get us ahead of the day, physically and mentally, in a positive mindset instead of just a reactionary. We got to be proactive. You got to be proactive in recovery. And if you wake up with the intention to be proactive, you're not going to be reactive. Reactive is just busy chaos and really like nothing is accomplished. Number 7, be honest with yourself. Got to be honest. It's funny. People come into our program and I watch them, digitally or locally, or even in my 5 months I was in my IOP, the other 4 or 5 months I was at the SOAR program. People come in and they act like they're just all there. They act like they're being honest, but they're really not being honest. And they always weed themselves out because the truth just appears, because you can't be pretending to be clean, or you can't be like literally abstinent and still live in that old same mindset of being a manipulator and a hustler or whatever you want to call it. It always shows. And then you always weed yourself out because you can't be around a bunch of honest people, especially a bunch of addicts. Addicts see, bullshitters know bullshitters, right? Can't bullshit a bullshitter type of thing. Pardon my French. So be honest. This one can be harder than it seems. Some of us are so good at self-deception that we don't even know we're doing it. Honesty is the key in all relationships, and your relationships with yourself is no different. Clearly, you cannot love your entire messy self if you are lying, minimizing, or making excuses. True love, self-love means taking responsibility and accountability. Number 8, let yourself off the hook for your mistakes and imperfections. When we just beat ourselves up and we end up in a ball of self-pity, self-condemnation, those character defects, which lead to us procrastinating and being lazy because we're just sitting there beating ourselves up. Shrug it off. Let it go. Let yourself off the hook. Cut yourself some slack. Embrace your humanness. Mistakes are normal. Imperfections are part of what makes you you. It's okay. Work on forgiving yourself as well. Number 9. Number 10, accept that some people won't like you. Some people just ain't going to like you. Oh, well. Some people ain't going to like me. Some people don't like my live streams. Some people don't like my probably more than do. And that's okay. I don't do it for them. We do it for us. It's a path of self-discovery. We're doing stuff that we like for ourselves, right? And I like this one, number 11. Make fun a priority. Put something fun on your agenda every week. Don't neglect it or cancel because you have too much work to do or your kiddos need help with history report, Just like the rest, we all need fun in order to feel good. So don't skimp on this important opportunity. And this important need is to have fun and to be a kid. That's one thing we forget as we get adults and overwhelmed with crazy life, and especially when we've, come out of addiction and stuff. We forget what it's like to just go outside and just use our imagination and play. I kind of felt that we did that the other Sunday. We took our whole group on a mountain bike ride, and it was freaking awesome. I had a blast watching everybody, the new people on mountain bikes, and then it started raining, right? It rained pretty good for about 5 minutes. And I went over to cross and flipped my bike up and rolled in the mud a little bit and just like tromped through it and had fun in the rain. It's like, oh man, we're being kids again. And it felt good to go and have fun. Because, man, you ain't thinking about nothing else at those moments. And then you feel great about it. And one of the biggest ones we always hear, number 12, is practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest ways to focus on the good in yourself. So if you were a part of the May challenge and you were writing gratitude, let that continue into this challenge. You don't have to post it or anything, but let it become a habit and part of daily life of what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for right this second? I'm grateful for a brand new day that I get to start over and I get to try harder and do better. I love that part. I love brand new days. I love the morning. I love that after this live stream, I get to go exercise. I'm grateful for it all. I'm grateful that it's summertime and it's warm out right now. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's actually just perfect here in the spring. So practice gratitude. Let that be a habit. Build that into your habitual habitness of all your life. Write down your successes. It's good to keep track. That's why we talk about that journaling, right? At the end of the day, when you post those pictures in the Discord for your 30-day challenge that you're on, you're tracking success. You can now jump back into that channel and scoot back and go, oh my God, look at all this success. I've done it all these days, right? Another good thing is to feel your feelings. Number 14, our feelings are an integral part of who we are. You got to heal. You got to feel to heal. Like truly just feel it. Sometimes I feel this way. Like you're so mad. Oh, I need to change the way I feel. You don't really. Just embrace it for a little bit. Feel it. Understand it. We're emotional beings. We don't always have to be having laughing fun. That's what most people think that that's what life is just to go have as much fun as possible, which is impossible. And the fun never stays, anything you do over and over. I don't care if you have the best job in the whole world, you're going to get sick of it at some point. If you have the best hobby in the world, there's going to be some days you just and fun is the same way. So feel your feelings. Don't shy away from uncomfortable feelings like anger and sadness. If you deny them, you deny a part of yourself. Allow yourself to express them in a healthy, respectful way. So don't feel them and go back to drinking. Don't feel them and go back to using drugs, but feel them and respect them and understand them and deal with them in a healthy way. So take good care of your body. Definitely get out and get some exercise. Number 16, pursue a hobby. Look for hobbies that you may like to do. Try a bunch of different things. Do you like to knit? Do you like to crochet? Try it. I don't even know. Maybe I would like it. Kick back, watch a movie, and crochet a handkerchief or something. I don't know. I should try that. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Like boundaries, being assertive is a way of showing others that your opinion and needs matter. Loving yourself means know your value, and you can communicate it to. I know my value. You ain't gonna make me undervalue myself or undermine myself. I'm going to stand up for myself. Good morning, Geish. Welcome, brother. This one would be awkward and weird. Number 18. Write yourself a love letter. You ever done that? I don't know if I could do that. I should try that. I would feel really weird doing it. That would be something extremely uncomfortable for me to do. To write myself a love letter. I would feel so weird about it. That's a hard one, it says, but it really changes you to identify the things that you like about yourself. And we talk about that one. That's part of the challenge that I'm on, is finding stuff that I admire about myself. That one gives me the willies. I don't know why. Just being honest. Ask for help when you need it. Definitely. You got to reach out for help. And then when people try to help you, you got to like take the cotton out of your ears and put it in your mouth and stop talking and listen. Speak kindly to yourself. How do you talk to yourself? I know I talk to myself. I say stuff to myself I would never say to you, ever. But I'll yell it at myself. Number 21, surround yourself with people who treat you with kindness and respect. If you're not being respected and you're not being treated with kindness, get away from them, man. Get away. Find a group of people that treat you kind and with respect and hang out with them. Because they know how to love people. And let's go. And then 22, allow yourself some downtime. If you're busy, it's time to slow down, allow your body and mind to rest. Make sure we set up a good once a week, good rest. And you got to do the balance. When I was a resiliency trainer in the Air Force, and that was one of the things I would teach. I either had to teach mechanics or desk workers, right? I'd do PowerPoint presentations and all that. One of the things that stands out that I remember was teaching them balance in life. If they had a desk job, when they got home, they should not get back on a computer or just shuffle through their phone. They should be outside, maybe take care of a garden or go on walks to balance that sitting all day, engaged mind to, okay, activity, right? And if it was a mechanic who's wrenching on the jet all day and, lifting heavy stuff, and when they get home, then they should probably kick back in a chair with a book or do something educational and relax and activate the other side of the body and mind that was not activated all day. And look for stuff like that when you're doing downtime. What do you do the most with your body and mind throughout the week? And on your rest day, you want to do the opposite with your body and mind. And then get some good sleep. From the Philippines. Hello, Moy. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Where can we find this list written down? I'm going to drop it right now. I'm going to put it in the 30-day challenge thing. How's that sound? Does that sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, there you go. In the Discord. How to love yourself. 22 simple ideas. Live well with Sharon Martin. There it is. Yeah. Let's check out our contenders, shall we? Let's see how's the 30-day challenge going? How y'all feeling about it? Day 8? Day 8 of our June challenge. Boom, 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 boom. Right there is where I just dropped it. See it right there? Boom. That was the list we just went through. Savage Freedom. Ooh, this book right here, man. Hi. That guy was intense. Good job. Exercise log. Ooh, I like that. Geesh. Oh, look at this. You guys Fitbit rocking. Very cool, man. Good job, brother. Walk into the pool. Very cool. Love it. Whoa. $22,000 steps. 21,000 steps. Wow. That's like 1 billion miles. And listening to some mental 4 foundation mindfulness. Nice. Mental state. Beautiful. Love it. Good job, Geesh. Proud of you. I'll be getting you a package this week. It's already boxed up. I just got Link is our box packager guy. That's like his job here at RA. And you know how his accident and his head and brain and all that stuff, right? So he packaged it, got it all taped up, wrote your name on it, but he only put half the stuff in it. So we got to fix that, and then I'll be sending it out. Good old Linky boy. Whoa, what's this? What's going on here? You inspired me. Look at that. See how we work together, Bobby? We inspire each other. We recover better together. Is that What is that up there? It's an upside down is that a washing machine? What is that? That looks like a washer. Is that the dryer? Good job. Cleaning it up. Organize it. Look at this. Boom. Organized. Beautiful. Good job, Renee. So cool. Little Miss Happiness. Water. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bobby. An F in English, Bobby? You speak English. June 8th. He's already on it. Can you say you're sorry? Rate yourself as a secure connector. Traits of a secure connector. Love it. Educating the mind. Getting stronger. Another long walk this evening for activity. Good job. Good job. Proud of each and every one of you. That's a lot of steps. Yeah, right? Jeez. Just walk around all day, why don't you? Did I say your name wrong? Is it not Moy? Anyway, y'all are doing great. Y'all inspiring me. Today's day 59 of my challenge. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to go ride up a mountain right now. Get my 45 minutes of extreme cardio. My fat's coming off. I'm hitting 198 during the day. I'm about 195 in the mornings, which means I started at 214 and now I'm down to 195. I want to get rid of these stupid love handles, man. I freaking hate my love handles. I got to keep going. I'm down to that slow fat, the fat that I've been putting on since I was born, 40 years of fat. And that's where I'm at. I'm trying to burn that stuff. And it's like, no, we ain't going nowhere. We've been here for years and we're comfortable being here. And I'm like, no, you're going to get burnt. And so we're going to go ride the bike until it burns. That's what I'm doing. So until next time, y'all, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. Stay strong, work your programs. And remember, what do? We recover better together.